If you thought you would have an easy time choosing your new 3D printer in 2023, you are mistaken. FLASHFORGE shows us that there are more and more high-quality Core XY printers on the market. Like any printer, however, it's not without its faults, so let's have a look at this one. Design-wise, the printer is a classic Core XY machine that comes in a nice matte black finish. It opens with a classic front door and a top panel that is attached to the printer and just tilts up. This may be an advantage for some, as you have virtually no chance of losing the panel, although I know some such experts. If you have multiple printers in a rack, for example, it may not be ideal. It really just depends on your situation. When you open the printer, you will see the most important thing, the extruder. This has a handy, easy nozzle detach system where you can change the nozzle in seconds. This saves time, but not exactly money, as the 0.4mm nozzle kit costs $39. The nozzle reaches a temperature of 280 degrees Celsius, which is more than enough for most common materials. The manufacturer also lists PLA carbon fiber and PETG with carbon fiber in addition to classic ones. ABS and ASA will print comfortably thanks to the enclosed system, which has clever ventilation as it's several different fans on the back of the printer, so it has possibility of internal and external air circulation. This means that the printer doesn't have to take air from outside, and therefore the temperature inside is more stable and therefore reduces warping for problematic filament types. It also filters the air with HEPA filter with activated carbon, which is very good because then you don't have to worry so much about fumes from different materials. It's worth noting that thanks to multiple fans, the printer is not as quiet as it could be, but it is still very quiet compared to other Core XY printers. The noise level is very good. The maximum temperature of the bed, which reaches 110 degrees Celsius, also contributes to high-quality printing. It's a double-sided magnetic PEA plate, just the way we all like it. The bed has more positive features. It has a plastic handle, which means you don't have to touch the bed, and therefore grease and other stuff doesn't stick to it and you won't get burned if it's hot. The pad is easy to insert into the printer thanks to the guide corners. A lot of manufacturers don't have this handle, even with more expensive printers. The 4.3-inch touchscreen controls everything you need. The system and user interface of the printer is great. The printer describes everything in detail and is therefore suitable even for people who are just starting out with printers. But there is not really much to do with the printer's interface alone, so that's where the computer comes in. You can connect it to the printer over Wi-Fi or even an Ethernet port. If you don't like the network stuff, a good old flash drive is also an option. The USB port is just below the power button on the front, so you only need to go around the printer if you need to change the filament. FLASHFORGE has a flash print slicer, but it's not very good, so we will skip it and just like the manufacturer recommend Orca slicer, which is even mentioned in the manual. You can, of course, also use Cura. It's all up to you. If you like to print longer prints, you will appreciate the camera you can use to monitor the print. The resolution is very small, so it's not suitable for nice time-lapse video, but it's enough to check the printing. The filament sensor is a welcome feature. If you run out of filament, the printer will abort the print and you just load new filament and continue printing. Same for power outage. The printer resumes printing when you turn it back on. If you have a long print run that you won't be around, the automatic power off feature is good. It turns the printer off by itself when you finish printing. The overall quality of the prints is very good. In general, this is a printer for a wide variety of people, from complete beginners with 3D printing to more advanced users who will appreciate its features. The biggest positive aspect is the speed and print quality, which are practically the most important aspects of the printer. But there are a few imperfections and you need to watch out for them, like with all 3D printers on the market. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, so you don't miss anything.